Hello friends, Dr. Anuradha from KK Institute of Engineering Education and Research welcomes you in e-lecture of subject Engineering Physics for studying topic semiconductors. In earlier lectures we studied various topics like energy band formation, classification of semiconductors, then we studied concept of Fermi energy level. Further, we have to move towards the concept of conductivity, and under the concept of conductivity, we studied derivation for conductivity in conducting material. Using same derivation, we have to move ahead towards the derivation for conductivity in semiconducting material. And for that purpose, we have to consider a semiconducting material with cross-sectional area A. So here this brief diagram is showing us the semiconducting material with cross-sectional area A and its length L. Here externally we applied some potential V, due to which some electric field is developed across this semiconductor. So due to this developed electric field, electrons are drifted towards positive direction of electric field while holes are drifted towards negative direction of field. And hence we achieved here two drift motions of electrons and holes. Drift motion of electron towards positive field is when it achieves velocity VE, while motion of holes towards negative field causes velocity VH, that is called as drift velocity of holes. So two new terms introduced here, VE and VH. VE stands for drift velocity of electrons and VH stands for drift velocity of holes. As two types of charge carriers are present in semiconductors, in conductors only one type of charge carrier was present, that was electron, but in semiconductor, electrons as well as holes, the two types of charge carriers, and hence two different velocities of either electrons or holes, both of they are drifted. Holes are drifted in valence band while electrons are drifted in conduction band, means their drifting is at different energy levels. And hence two types of currents are there, current due to electrons and current due to holes. Current due to electron, as we studied, current due to electron is I is NE VE A. N stands for electron density, E stands for charge on electron, V stands for drift velocity and A stands for cross-sectional area. Similarly, you can write current due to holes, but here the new term introduced, that is P, which stands for hole density. N was electron density, P stands for hole density. And VE and VH, V in earlier equation was replaced by VE, that is drift velocity of electron, here it is drift velocity of holes. So here cross-sectional area is common for both of electrons and holes, and let us call both of these equations as equation 1. Now in parallel to this, VE and VH, as we studied in earlier derivation, VE is the drift velocity which is due to electric field, and the proportionality constant is mu E for electrons. And here the proportionality constant, drift velocity, is directly proportional to E with proportionality constant, that is mobility of holes. So new terms further introduced, mu E and mu H are the mobility of electrons and holes respectively. So just I will revise the terms that we studied just till now, that VE and VH are the drift velocities with respect to electrons and holes. With respect to electron hole drift velocity, two new terms, mu E and mu H, called as mobility of electrons and mobility of holes. And with respect to these four terms, we have to consider current due to electrons and current due to holes, that is IE and IH. Hence total current inside this semiconductor will be the current due to electrons as well as current due to holes, means the addition of IE and IH. The total current is IE plus IH, means you have to put this equation number 1 in equation 3. So by substituting equation 1 value of IE, that NEVEA here, and value of IH, that is PEVHA. So we are getting this new equation, equation number 4. Again the values of VE and VH you can substitute from equation number 2. So by substituting value of VA and VH from equation 2, you can write rewrite equation 4 as you substituted V as mu e. So here I replaced V and here I replaced VH. By this replacement, we are getting some common multiplication factors in all the terms. Here the E is common in both the terms. Similarly, EA and EA, electric field into cross-sectional area, is common. So the remaining factors, I am going to put them in bracket, and outside the bracket the common factors are there. So we are getting I is equal to E into N mu E plus P into mu H into EA. Again, you can reshuffle or rewrite this equation. Just take this A on opposite side and you will get I upon A is equal to the remaining term. A will cancel here. But this I upon A is nothing but your current density. So current density in the symbol we are commonly using as J. That is current per unit area. So current per unit area, that is J, I replace this I upon A term with J and we will get this equation J is equal to E N mu E plus P mu H into E. Again you can take this E as J upon E and you can write this as E into N mu E plus P into mu H. But J upon E is nothing but sigma or conductivity. This, as we discussed in earlier derivation, we studied J is equal to sigma E, or sigma you can write it as J upon E. And hence this J upon E you can replace by sigma. Sigma stands for the term conductivity. The unit for sigma, that conductivity, is mho per meter or Siemens per meter. Hence we are getting here the derivation for conductivity in semiconductor. Common derivation, combined derivation, this equation 5, combined derivation for all type of semiconductor is sigma is equal to E N mu E plus P mu H. But let us be specific with types of semiconductor. So when we have to be specific with type of semiconductor, let us see intrinsic semiconductor. For intrinsic semiconductor, electron density is equal to hole density. Let us denominate it by some other new symbol Ni. So instead of N and P, substitute term Ni in equation 5. So in equation 5, here will be Ni, this will be Ni. It is common in both the terms and it will come out. So your sigma will become here sigma for intrinsic semiconductor, and the Ni is common coming out, E is there, and inside the bracket only mu E and H will remain. So this is the equation for intrinsic semiconductor. Now for p-type semiconductor. As we all of you are well aware that p-type semiconductors are having excess hole density than electron density. It is very high and hence electron density is negligible or negligibly equal to 0. And hence as n is 0, this factor will become 0. As this factor will become 0, the sigma or conductivity for p-type material will become sigma p, and that will remain only this P mu H into E, and we will get the formula for conductivity in p-type material, that is P into E into mu H. Similarly, in n-type semiconductor, n is very greater than P, means electron density is very greater than hole density, and hence the P factor here is near about equal to 0. So equation 5 will become here, that this term will become 0, and hence you can write sigma is equal to N E mu E. So sigma n is equal to N E mu E. This is the similar equation that we achieved for conductivity in conductors. So in conductors, and the case of n-type semiconductor is very similar, because in both of them the majority charge carriers are the electrons. In p-type semiconductor, majority charge carriers are holes, and hence the equation remains only with respect to hole density. While in intrinsic semiconductor, both the charge carriers are present with equal extent, and hence we have to consider mu E and mu H also for studying conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor. So all these formulae are important for determination of conductivity of conductors, a semiconducting material. Simultaneously, just remember J is equal to sigma E. Simultaneously remember conductivity in N-type semiconductor is same as with the conductivity of conducting material. So here we will conclude our today's lecture. Just remember the bracketed equation. The first one, conductivity, the common conductivity E n mu E plus P mu H. But from this common equation we separated for intrinsic p-type and n-type, where just I will revise the terms. Sigma, that is conductivity in n-type, electron density into charge on electron into mobility of electrons, while here sigma, that is conductivity for p-type material, is equal to multiplication of hole density into charge on holes into mobility of holes. So just go through the various numericals available on this topic. We will stop here and we will continue the further lecture related to Hall effect to determine Hall coefficient and Hall voltage. Thank you.